Business owners ask me all the time, and it doesn't really matter if it's a small to medium-sized business owner or it's someone who's running a large corporation. Typically, two questions pop up in the frequently asked question file when it comes to all matters under the marketing sun. And it's about, how do I get real return on investment? In other words, how do I really maximize the dollars that I'm investing from my marketing budget? And number two, and it's a 1 and 1A question, how do I really, in a very significant way, differentiate what we do in terms of our product service category from all the other players in the market? And perhaps the easiest way to explain this in about a 6 or 7 minute video is to explain the difference between just getting attention in the marketplace versus inspiring attachment. And the difference between getting attention and inspiring attachment is probably best explained by, let's just take a functional product. And one of the most functional products on the planet would be a motorcycle. I use motorcycle because it's easy for everyone to understand. So a motorcycle at a functional level is nothing more, nothing less than two wheels with an engine, a chassis, a seat, and some handlebars that functionally will get anyone from point A to point B. Now, we all know there are many different types of motorcycles on the market, but even now, at this point in this video, when you think of all the different motorcycle manufacturers and all of the different retailers out there, already by now, the vast majority of anyone watching this has only one motorcycle manufacturer on their mind. And without ever saying the word, you can already start in your own mind to say, wait a second, why am I thinking of this particular motorcycle manufacturer? In fact, this particular motorcycle manufacturer is the only one in that category that actually attracts about 500,000 visitors a year to its museum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a shrine, if you will, to all things that are Harley-Davidson. Stop right there, and now you see the difference between just getting attention versus inspiring attachment, and significantly at a deeper, I would argue, biochemical level. It's what separates the many badges of ownership in every product or service category from the very few brands of distinction. Badges of ownership are many. Badges of ownership are, for the most part, interchangeable commodities. But brands of distinction operate very, very differently in the battleground of branding, which is the hearts, the minds of customers everywhere. And I was just teaching a class not too long ago, and someone came up afterwards and mentioned, you know what really separates the many badges of ownership from the brands of distinction? The total separation, when you break down the definition of the word distinction, unmistakably recognizable. Ask yourself that question with your own product service category. Are we in fact unmistakably recognizable? Whatever the trading area is, whatever the market space we operate in, whatever the competitive sandbox we play in, are we truly unmistakably recognizable? Because in the grand scheme of things, the so-called bigger picture, a motorcycle is just two wheels and a chassis and some handlebars, unless it's a hog from Harley. Think of another ordinary functional object, a towel. A towel is just a towel unless it comes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's been dubbed and deemed as terrible by Steeler Nation. Golf courses, there's 26,000 golf courses on the planet, 14,000 in the United States alone. A golf course is just a golf course, unless it's from the shrine, the holy grail of golf, if you will, St. Andrews, Scotland. So as you contemplate the difference between a badge of ownership and a brand of distinction in your particular product or service category, start to ask yourself that question. Maybe there is a world of difference between just getting attention versus inspiring attachment. And in that context, what would it really cost us to become unmistakably recognizable? And perhaps even more importantly, what is it costing us not to be unmistakably recognizable?